What is going on, guys? Johnny on the track back with another video coming off a huge weekend at Martinsville. We killed Martinsville. Final card had Denny Hamlin on it. We won with that. I gave out a bunch of Priest stuff. So Priest top Ford, which was on this show, Priest top 10, which was on this show. Didn't get the top five and the top three if you placed that. But on the final card for me, it was just Priest top Ford. Hit that. So hit a winner and hit a great prop to have a really solid weekend. So that was fun. We've been doing really good. I just looked at the stats via Action Network, Johnny on the track on Action Network. So the previous 1 month, past 30 days, we would be up. I want to get the exact number. I believe it's 15 units. It might be 13. Hold on. 15 units. There we go. So 15.08 units. You would be up if you have bet with us, with Johnny on the track for the last month. So exciting stuff, good stuff. We're going to keep riding the high for as long as we can. And again, this show, the program is to give you the things that I feel confident about, I feel comfortable with, that you can place now and feel good, feel like you have a good number. And then, the final card, bets placed early in the week, bets placed late in the week. That final card will be on Action Network and at JOTT_podcast on X. The only times you might see some discrepancies on that card is just because you might say, oh, I can't find that plus in 900 number now. Well, that's just because if you watch the show, we were able to place it earlier in the week to get that number. It may have shifted down. But all the bets that I have are on that final card. If you have any questions, feel free to always reach out to me at JOTT_podcast on X. You can comment on this show. That helps too. We had a great comment thread going for the previous video. I think close to 25 comments. So good stuff. Don't want to waste any more time. Martinsville was great. Now we've got Darlington, which I didn't have high hopes for Martinsville. I have very high hopes for Darlington. I think this is going to be a really good race, a racer's track, if you will. I called Homestead Miami that a couple weeks ago. This is just a racer's track, a wheelman's track, if you will. So, you can kind of every now and then put some of the speed stuff behind you and just look at previous data and previous track history. But you've got to take speed into account, especially with this being an intermediate with high tire wear. So we got to take that into account as well. So, I'm going to start with the manufacturer. And I don't see the number on this. Let's see if it's out now. I don't think it is, but I like Toyota. I feel like some people might hear that and be like, really? Like Toyota versus Chevy with four Hendrick Motorsports guys like William Byron, like Kyle Larson, like Ross Chastain. Yeah, no, I like Toyota here. I just like when I name you the Toyota drivers, I really can see any one of these guys winning. Chase Briscoe, your defending Southern 500 winner. Eric Jones, all the way down at that list. He's won two Southern 500s. Denny Hamlin, obviously, is up there when it comes to overall speed on high tire wear intermediates. Tyler Reddick, same thing. Bubba Wallace, same thing. Christopher Bell, same thing. Ty Gibbs, another guy that I feel like I'm going to talk a little bit more about him, but I feel like he can turn hot at any second. He finished second here at this spring race last year. Now, some of that did have to do with other guys like Busher and Reddick getting into each other, but Reddick was right there. Obviously, Ty Gibbs was right there. He had a really fast car. So overall, I named you. The only guy I didn't name is John Hunter Nemechek, and he actually has had some success here in trucks and Xfinity. So if you even want to throw his name in there, fine. I don't think he can win, but every one of those guys that I just named, other than that, can absolutely win this race. And so to me, that's why I feel like the most confident right now with what I'm seeing. And I know, well, first of all, Bell was terrific at Vegas. But I know how good Larson was at Homestead, which is a good comp here. But overall, I believe more in the Toyotas as a whole this week, but I will give you some Chevy outrights, which we can move into right now. So there's the prop. Don't have the number on it because it hasn't came out as we record on Tuesday night. But we'll keep a close eye on it. I think you can place it as soon as it drops. I'm going to give you a great value bet right now. William Byron plus 900. Crazy number. A crazy number to get William Byron. Way too high. He's won here before. Second in next gen high tire wear intermediates in terms of total speed since 2023. So he's very, very fast at this style of racetrack and racing. You're getting a Hendrick Motorsports Chevy opening at 9-1. I would take it now. That's my advice. The numbers back it up. The data backs it up. The track history backs it up. From what we've seen this year, backs it up. Byron plus 900. I like that bet a lot. Stats, of course, at ifantasyrace.com is how you can find that stuff. That's how I find a lot of my favorite stats, and some of that high intermediate wear stuff that I just gave you is from iFantasyRace. So great stuff that he always does. I like to shout him out when I can. And so right there, William Byron is a great bet to place right now at plus 900. Ross Chastain, 20-1, plus 2,000. It's been a while, I would say, since Ross like really, really was in it, till the last, and like looked like he had the best car. But he's got two top fives in the last three races here. He won the truck race here last year. He's going to be running Xfinity, so he'll get extra track time. Like I said, it's been a while since he's been really, really elite here, but he's got great track history. In the next gen era, he's been solid here, absolutely been solid. Always a top 7 to 10 guy. With every now and then, he's early on in the next gen era, he was right up there at all these Darlington races. Taking a step back a little bit, but I like his track history. And when I look at Ross Chastain at this point in his career with where Trackhouse is, he's a one, to me, he's a guy that's going to win one race a year. He's going to win one race a year. And so this is a track that I circle. I circle about four tracks, right? Here, I think Kansas, I think the next Vegas race, obviously the Southern 500. So there's some of these intermediates that I just circle and say, okay, Ross Chastain can win one of these because, things go crazy at some of these tracks, and he's always in the right place. He puts himself rather in the right position. So to me, I like his outright. I like his top five. I think that's going to be a pretty good, solid, even number to get it at, or to go after as well. So I like Ross here in this spot. I would take him outright at 20-1, and you can look at his top five as well. Bubba Wallace plus 1,600. The numbers say this is a Bubba Wallace track. Same tire combo, similar style to Homestead, where he was exceptional, led a lot of laps. He's got four top tens here in the next gen era and a top five. So, we've seen that he can play at this playground, right? And he's also sixth in high tire wear intermediates since 2023 in overall speed. So I laid out a couple data points for you that will back up why I think Bubba, and he's had an exceptional start to the season, massive strides. He is as good, if not been better than Tyler Reddick this year. Those guys Bubba has been better the last 3 weeks. So I like Bubba, confidence high, good car, has good track history. I'd take Bubba at 16-1. And then I'm going to go with another outright Toyota, 55-1 plus 5,500. Apologies if you hear the alarm in the background. People keep going in and out of my house. This to me, this Ty Gibbs, 55-1. This is just you take some shit in your hand, you throw it at the wall, and you see if it sticks. That's what this is. But he finished second here last year. Yes, he got some help. But he had a really, really good car. He had like a top 5, top 7 car easily. So, take that for what it's worth. I think JGR overall is going to be really fast here. Obviously, Briscoe, we know that he's been good. And I'm just going to take a flyer on a struggling driver that to me can pull a rabbit out of a hat because he's in that 54 car. In a Joe Gibbs Racing 54 car. I've got to do it. I like the number. It's not going to be something crazy. Maybe it's like, a tenth of a unit. Maybe you get up to a quarter unit on something like that. But that's a $10 bet to make you some good bread. So and a $100 bet to really, really make you some good bread. So I like that. I like that a lot. Ty Gibbs plus 5,500. Then I'm going to give you two top tens. I actually, if you really want to get crazy with it, I'll try to get this number. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I just want to get you a parlay because I think, and I'll probably end up doing this on DraftKings, is parlaying these two top tens together. Do we have it? Oh, I can't do it yet. Well, whatever. But that would be my recommendation. So first one, Noah Gragson, plus 350. Great track history here, dating back to Xfinity. Got a few wins in, or I think maybe just two wins in Xfinity, but back-to-back years. He was sporty at Vegas as well. Again, intermediate tire wear tracks, same tire combination, really, really fast until he got wrecked. So I like the track history. I like the speed we saw to him at Vegas. I'll take Noah Gragson plus 350 for a top 10. And then I'm going to take Michael McDowell as well. Like I said, you can parlay them if you'd like. But McDowell's got three top tens here in the next gen era. Same tire combo as Vegas, like I mentioned. Had fairly good speed at Vegas and Homestead. He won the pole at Vegas, so he put up a heck of a lap. I think he can run around top 15 and maybe squeeze out a top 10 near the end. But I like the value plus 550 plus 500 rather, sorry, for McDowell and plus 350 for Gregson. So I think you parlay those together and maybe you can get a good payday if they both hit. And I think they absolutely could. So those are the bets I'm giving you now. As always, final card, Johnny on the track on Action Network at JOTT_podcast on X. Appreciate you guys watching as always. It means a lot. If you're a first time watcher, hit that subscribe button down low. Excuse me. Want to know what you guys think? Comments are always welcome. So tell me who you're betting on, who you're fading. What do you think of my bets in the comment section below? Give this video a like. It helps and goes a long way for the channel. And as I always say, let's go win some money. Thanks for watching.